Hey, Nez Jodev? Hey, how are you? Snoopy people, hey. Yeah, I'm excited about this topic, definitely. This is something I've always wondered, and for this, have I seen Attack on Titan? Oh, yes. I've also read the manga. Attack on Titan is insanely good. I picked this topic because my sister doesn't want to get into anime. Really? What was her reason? Why did she say she didn't want to get into anime? Yes! Spoopy guy, I'm so glad that you made it again. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Diamond Drill. So why does your what did your sister tell you as to why she doesn't want to try anime? Yeah, all my friends don't want to get into anime. Yeah, I was definitely in that boat for a little bit. Um, Definitely. And the reasonings, and it's funny because I should go to sleep, but oh well. It's this is going to be on YouTube. Old anime versus new anime. Hey Trenton, old. I feel like old anime with the new anime coming up, it's gonna have a run for its money for sure. Because even with what's been released in last year, like Dororo and Demon Slayer, new anime is Banana Fish. New anime is so good, really, really good. What do you classify as old anime? Pirate King! Hey, what's going on? What do I classify as old anime? That's a good question, Spoopy. What do I classify as old anime? Dragon Ball Z is old to me. I love your voice. Oh, thank you, Tensei. I really appreciate that. Uh, Dragon Ball Z is old to me. Bleach is older. Yu Yu Hakusho. Asian Creation, what's going on? Hey, Pirate King, what's good? What's good with you? Guys, go follow Pirate King. He's such a good creator, man. I really appreciate him. Yu Yu Hakusho has a place in my heart. Yeah, same. Asian Creation, guys. Another fantastic creator, Haitian Creation. If you haven't watched any of my lives before, I absolutely adore that guy. Please go follow him. Okay, the new anime is definitely better in my opinion. That's a mm, um that's hard. It's hard because anime has always had a good streak. Anime has always had a good streak. Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion is something I consider an old anime, and that's one of the greatest anime ever. Full Metal Alchemist is an older anime. That's a great anime. Vi Online, hey! It's so nice to see you. Thanks, man. I deeply appreciate it. Of course, hey. I really appreciate your content, man. You're good. You're really good. Dub or sub? Oh, sub. I'm a sub guy. Subtitles all day. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm definitely doing good. I'm excited for this topic. But yeah, definitely sub in my opinion. In my opinion, before 2015 is old anime. That's a good benchmark. That still feels it's good. I definitely understand that 5 years, but I feel like we should at least do 10. Like 10 is a long time. I feel like 5 years is still because then Attack on Titan's an old anime, and it's like, is Attack on Titan really old? Yeah, 2015 feels relatively new. Different generations. Yeah, I feel like if we do it by 10 years, I feel like that's a real, completely different generation. Before 2008 is old anime. Yeah, how about 2010 and before 2000? I feel like 2010 is a great benchmark. That's Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion, Full Metal Alchemist, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Monster. There's so many that really fall into that category that I consider classics. When did you start watching anime? That's a good question. I started it when I was probably 12. I think 12. Would you recommend ReZero? Hey, yes, definitely. Well, it depends. It depends on if you like watching gruesome, heart-wrenching, infuriating stuff that's just written really well. ReZero, and I did a review on it. ReZero, to me, was so emotionally captivating because for you to see this person, Subaru, just repeatedly, over and over again, just die and start back. Hey, Shelby, guys, one creator that I absolutely adore that is really good, Shelby. Shelby is fantastic. You need to go watch her. Definitely follow her. I feel like ReZero is just a very, very gripping anime, and it is just so well written. You get really emotionally invested in Subaru and his journey, and any anime that really has that kind of, you develop that relationship with, I feel like it's worth a watch. Have you seen Your Lie in April? It's a very good slice of life. I've seen it. I don't consider it slice of life. I consider it just gruesomely sad. It's just such a sad anime. Did you ever find yourself taking a break from anime because of certain attitudes toward it? That's a fantastic question, Vaya. No. I feel like Mitsu Shogun! Guys, Mitsu Shogun, check out this man's stuff. He is hilarious. Yeah, the Mitsukage himself, man. Thank you for being here. But yeah, Vaya, to your question, do I feel like I've ever taken a step back because of how people felt about it? No, I definitely haven't. I feel like if anything, it emboldened me to watch it more. If anything, I did feel isolated because of it. Squad, yes. Oh, the gang's all here. That's so great. I've had people isolate me because of it, or make fun of me because of it, or made me feel as though they're mature and I'm not mature for liking this. I'm still childish. But really, it just made me watch it and appreciate it more to have that kind of criticism. Hey, Ballo CA. Hey, brother. How are you? Have you seen Angel Beats? J Salo 3. Oh, I recognize your name. Hey, J Sal. Yeah, I watched Angel Beats. Angel Beats, it's bad, but Angel Beats will be the one anime I never recommend. Not because it's not good, because the ending of it emotionally destroyed me so much. I felt upset for days. And I wouldn't want anyone to feel that. I do think that in order for any anime to get you to that point emotionally, it's written really well. But man, the way it was written got me so emotionally entangled in it. I just don't want anyone else, especially people who are new to anime, to feel that being introduced to anime. If you could pick one anime to watch for the next month, what anime series would you pick? That's a good question, Haitian. That's a really good question, man. Probably Dorohedoro. I'd probably go with Dorohedoro. I feel like the world, the plot, the dialogue, that's something that I could just binge. I'm excited for Promised Neverland Season 2, but I don't know if they could top their first season. Me as well. Definitely me too. Have I seen Hajime no Ippo? Everything anime, have I? I love Hajime no Ippo. I'm definitely going to review it. I'm definitely going to give an explanation of it. And guys, if you haven't seen Hajime no Ippo, it's a fantastic boxing anime that, to me, it's almost like the Dragon Ball Z of boxing, if that makes sense. Because it's not necessarily about the plot, because the plot is very basic, but the emotion in the fights is so intense. You're really invested and sitting on the edge of your seat with every blow. It's so well done. To be honest, I prefer a sad ending that will make me think all day and feel sad rather than an anime with a I'm guessing you're gonna say with a different with a different ending. Yo Go. That's interesting. That's an interesting feeling. Have you seen Fairy Tail? In my opinion, I think it's a great anime. Boring and ending. Oh, okay. I agree. I agree. I agree with that. I don't like sad endings, but I definitely agree with that, Yo Yoga. Have I seen watching Fairy Tail? It's a great anime. I've seen it. I have seen it. I feel as though there are aspects of it that are really good. There are particular areas of certain arcs that really got me, and the action's really good. There's other elements of it that did lose me though. So that's where I stand on it, but I completely understand anytime someone's like a real fan of it. I do get it. I hate depressing anime. I understand that. I definitely understand that sentiment. Thoughts on I didn't want to get hurt, so I put all my points into defense. I think it's great. Hey guys, hello. So yeah, since we're about 10 minutes in, I guess we should start talking about the topic now. I only watch anime that uplifts me, no time for negativity. I completely understand that. Everything anime, completely. So on the topic of why I feel people are scared to try anime, I feel like, all right, so in order to prepare for this live, I actually did a poll on my Twitter, and I even called my parents and asked them like, hey, I know you don't watch anime, why is that, right? And I've gotten a lot of different responses that were very interesting to me. My mom specifically was like, there's too much screaming in it. Which I was like, okay. I mean, I guess that's a fair... I guess, all right. I've gotten other things where people think that it's too fantastical, it's too sci-fi, it's not grounded or realistic. I've gotten a comment where someone even said that it wasn't grounded enough, it wasn't realistic enough. So the reaction, not even the reaction, but I guess the reason that I've come up with, especially after doing this polling and seeing how I was treated when I was younger for watching anime, I feel like the bulk of it just comes from ignorance. Like, people just don't know what's out there, and they consider anime just one thing across the board. They would see probably a glimpse of Dragon Ball Z or something, and they're like, okay, if that's anime, that's not for me. And anime is such a plethora of different things. It's like, man, to just boil it down to one or two different shows to just overgeneralize what anime has to offer, it's like, man, I've seen that some people just don't want to be labeled as weebs and stuff. You know, I think that's it too. I think people are afraid of alienation. I think that they don't even have to feel that someone would verbally come against them, but in their own mind, if they even start, they feel like they're putting themselves in that kind of category of being a weeb or being a nerd or childish or what have you. So they completely cut themselves off from a genre of art that is just so dense and incredibly written. What is an anime that you suggest to people who want to start watching anime? Erased, for sure. Erased, I think, is just a very grounded anime, even though there's an element of abilities in it. Erased is very grounded, very, very well written, and will go down as one of the greatest anime ever. And it's also a great showcase for what anime can be. For anyone who thinks that anime is just Dragon Ball Z, like screaming and powering up, or Bleach, or anything like that, it really goes to show how beautiful the artwork is, how deep the storylines can go, how realistic and fleshed out the characters are. If they knew the creativity behind anime. Exactly. Spoopy, yeah. I think just a lot of people just don't know. You know, I've seen anime that have beaten anything that is on HBO. Like, the current lineup of what HBO has right now is not topping the anime that I'm watching right now. Like, I don't think anything right now on HBO is better than Dororo, is better than Demon Slayer, just these really well done pieces of art. Real Life is a good one to start with too. That's true. That's very true. Real Life is a fantastic one. No offense, I dislike Fate Stay Night. It has a boring storyline. When it comes to Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, excuse me, I feel like I can understand that. What I appreciated in it, I think it's a very linear, very direct plot in the beginning, but when it comes to the end, that twist, it's just, you can't beat that twist. It just adds such a level of depth to it that, to me, it makes it be cemented in anime history. I haven't seen any Fate in the series because I don't know where to start. Spoopy, I'd say start with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. That's where I started. There is something before that kind of explains the character of Saber. Personally, I didn't watch it, and I still felt really connected to Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Can I ask something? Of course, Kraken. Sure, go ahead. Hi, how do I get my friends to like anime? Find out what shows... Okay, so this is a great way to do it. Find out what shows they like, initially, or what genres they like. And once you get a good handle on the kind of shows that they watch normally, you can definitely find a parallel for anime. For sure. Okay, I'll check it out after I finish Demon Slayer. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Oh, wait, which one? Which anime, Spoopy? What is one of the deepest animes you've watched? That's a good question. Just one of them, it would probably have to be Dororo. Dororo is a very deep anime to me. Because, unpopular opinion, but anime is a cartoon and vice versa. It's 50-50 for me, but there is too similar. Yeah. I can't argue with that. Anime is just a cartoon. It is a cartoon. But to me, I think anytime someone thinks of, unfortunately, when people think of cartoons, they think of American cartoons. And American cartoons, just by and large, don't hold deep storylines, honestly. If you look at anything on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon right now, I mean, We Bare Bears, I think that's what it's called, or any of those other anime... They're not shows that carry weight, and you don't really see a lot of cartoons in America. Thank you for following me. You don't see a lot of cartoons in America that have really deep storylines. It's just like America just doesn't trust the vehicle of animation to carry deep storylines. But you see very deep storylines all the time in anime. So I feel like it's not really interchangeable. I just finished an anime and I want to watch another, so what is one that you suggest? I'd have to know what genre of anime you like. I personally think anime is deeper than just the art style. Absolutely. Absolutely. I 100% agree. I personally, yeah. Me too, but you got me watching by a lot of anime. Juni Taisen. Nice! I'm happy you like Juni Taisen. Juni Taisen to me is really good. Oh, I'm sorry. I stopped answering the question before. Do you have a couple 12-episode animes you recommend? Real Life and Erased. Easy. But the question I was answering before, what's an anime that's deep to me? An anime that's deep to me would have to be Dororo. And it's because when I was in school, I used to do philosophy. And Dororo's a pretty old... It comes from a very old manga, and the core principle behind Dororo is something in philosophy called utilitarianism. And utilitarianism is a philosophy around what is more important, the individual or the group at large. So when it comes to Dororo asks that question, and it puts you in a position very vividly and very well written of what are you going to do, what are you going to choose. Because the plot of Dororo, without spoiling anything, Dororo is about a man named Daigo, who's the lord of the Kaga province. And his province has been wreaked with famine and many epidemics. So around this time, he has a baby. And he goes to these 12 demons. He has a shrine for 12 demons. And he makes a deal with them in order to ensure that his village, that his province, will remain safe. And what his deal is pretty much affecting just one person. So you go through the anime constantly battling with who's right. Is it Daigo, who saved his province by making this horrible deal? Or is it this person who, without spoiling anything, is it this person who is like, hey, why would you do this to me? You know, so I always found that to be very interesting. Have you ever watched... Hey, Yo-Yogo, thank you so much. Have you ever watched the anime Fireworks? If so, you should watch it. I haven't. I need to. Do I recommend Devilman Crybaby? This is a tough one. I feel like Devilman Crybaby is very popular. I saw Dororo when it barely came out. I would wait until every Monday to see a new episode. Cry for Happiness, yeah. Same. It was so good. It was so good. So would I recommend Devilman Crybaby? It depends on what you like to watch. It personally didn't resonate with me. I understand why it resonates with some people. How it ended really did not resonate with me at all. But again, it's not a poorly written anime, so anyone who is a fan, I completely understand. Dororo is such a good anime. Yes, Boopy, it's amazing. It's really amazing. What are some animes that never ended that you think need reboots? For me, Dead Man Wonderland. Yeah, that's a good one. J-Sao, that's a great one. For me, it's World Trigger. World Trigger is one of the just hidden gems of anime, and it hurts me that it was just not... They stopped making it, I think, around 70 or 80 episodes, and it was on a huge cliffhanger. And it's just so good. It sucks that an anime with such a good plot just is not is not continuing. Morally Gray is my favorite guys, Morally Gray is my favorite color. She is a creator that kills me. Go follow her, go watch her stuff. Like, she is hysterical. Revisions like FMA, yeah, that's a legendary one. So the revision they made for Full Metal Alchemist was so good. Like, I was a huge fan of the first one, but when I saw it rebooted, it completely blew the other one out of the water. And they're both still great. They're both still great anime. I recommend both. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, it's one of the best to me. Do you know what anime Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon is about? I watched that so long ago. I can't really remember the plot well enough for me to really give you an actual good explanation of it. I'm very sorry. What are your thoughts on Sword Art Online? So, Yige, Sword Art Online to me started out amazing, then had like a season or two that was just not good, and then became incredible again. Arguably as alright, Mitsushoga, no problem, man. It became incredible again, arguably as good as the first season. So I love Sword Art Online. I know it gets a lot of hatred right now because I think people really feel like it's overrated because of those seasons, but I think it's really well done. make a podcast. Okay, guys, be honest with me. How would you feel if I made a podcast? Like just a anime podcast? Hey. Hey, Allison. Okay, but what's your favorite character in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? That's tough. Can you explain Elfen Lied? Sure. Give me a second. I would love that podcast. All right, Spoopy. Um, I would say make a podcast. Wow. Okay. Yes. Wow. Do I have any opinions on Black Clover? Spider God, yes. I think it's an underrated anime. I think it gets a lot of hatred because there's spotty animation at times, which I completely understand. But from a anime fan point of view, I feel like the twists in the plot are just they're definitely worth it. It's worth the watch. Hey Andrew, I say yes. You have such great opinions, and what better way to share? Oh, morally great. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh man, there was a question that I started. I'm so sorry, guys. My memory is terrible. Oh, Scar. That was the question, right? So when it comes to my favorite character in Full Metal Alchemist, I might have to go with Mitsu Shogun on this one and say Scar. Uh, I might have to do Scar. I feel like he's one of the most underrated characters ever. I think his arc it's such an incredible character arc from where he was to where he ended and how he got there, how he was written. He was such a multi-dimensional villain that you couldn't help but understand where he was coming from, just knowing he's going about it the wrong way. I loved it. He's very underrated, yeah, very underrated. And I love that he's a person of color because anime is very, very well known for being bad with race. Like, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, hey, Goofy Wise, what's going on, man? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just look at Dragon Ball Z with Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo is one of the most racist characters that ever existed. I like sad anime. What anime do you recommend? What also do you think about Gun Gale Online? Ramen. If you like sad anime, I would say Your Lie in April, Angel Beats. Angel Beats has some plot holes, but the ending will eviscerate you. And Gun Gale Online, I didn't see the spinoff. I only saw the season where he was in that game, and that arc to me was it was fine. It was okay. Andrew, hey Andrew, did you see Kakegurui? Yes, I did a review of Kakegurui actually. I think it's a very good. I think it's a interesting anime. Definitely interesting anime. What are you watching right now? Anything from the new season of anime that came out? I'm watching Dorohedoro right now. And I love Dorohedoro. What else? What else am I watching that's really new? Somali and the Forest Spirit I'm watching. That's really new. That's really good. I'd have to think more on it though. This is my third straight time I've been to your live on Fridays. Andrew, thank you. That is, first of all, that's amazing. You know, guys, any of you that even come here and do this, I appreciate you so much. Seriously, thank you for being here. What are your favorite Studio Ghibli movies? Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite, for sure. I don't know what genre I like, sorry, but I like some different animes, so any you suggest, I'll try. Okay. Microwave, tell me a show that you like. Just like a regular show or movie that you like. And I'll give you a recommendation based on that. Have you seen Prince of Stride? No, Cry for Happiness. I need to try it. Your feelings on Isekai. I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. Have you watched Hunter x Hunter? Have you watched Hunter x Hunter? And if so, who's your favorite character? I have. I absolutely love it. I think it has one of the greatest arcs in anime history, probably the best arc in anime history. And my favorite character would probably be Gon. I love Gon. Darwin's Game. I haven't seen Darwin's Game. I need to. Have you seen Mirai Nikki? I believe Mirai Nikki is Future Diary, and if it is, I have seen Future Diary. I did a explanation on that as well. I love that. Hunter x Hunter, amazing. Top 5. Yeah, easy. Did you watch Death Parade? Yes, I did a review of that too. I love Death Parade. Guys, if you have not seen Death Parade, give it a try. Hunter x Hunter does sound better. Creation. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Mitsu Shogun, welcome back, man. Did you ever see ReZero? And if so, your thoughts? I'm not a big fan of isekai, but found myself loving it. Morally Gray. I love ReZero. I love and hate it. What Travis you love? Gon? I love Gon. Gon is it for me. Yeah, I really love ReZero. It infuriated me. I think that was the only anime I had to take a break from because of how much it broke my heart. There's like and I'll never forget this on Crunchyroll. I believe it was probably episode 13, maybe. There was a particular episode where Crunchyroll, ReZero is so heart-wrenching that Crunchyroll, at a specific episode, released a spin-off chibi version of Sword Art Online. And if you don't know what chibi is like very small, cute anime characters. And they released a chibi version of that anime, and there was a specific note that I'll never forget. They were like, "Hey, listen, we know this is a lot, so we're gonna let you guys watch. Like, we released a whole series of chibi. Just take a break and watch that, because ReZero is just insanely, mind-bendingly evil and horrible and messed up. Just so messed up." Oh, I 100% agree. Subaru infuriated me, but it was so good. The chibi episode was needed. Yeah, it really was. That was a great move. I don't even watch chibi stuff, but I watched it. So I was so sad from it. Should I watch Tokyo Ghoul? I've only seen the first season, and the first season's very solid to me, personally. But I've heard negative things about the later seasons, but I can't really speak on those. So I apologize for that. I started Demon Slayer and I prefer dub, but not all the episodes, so are they still dubbing it? Aisha, I am not sure if they are still dubbing it. I watched it in sub personally. My assumption is yes, because of its level of popularity. Oh, thank you for following me. The second one is trash. JJ, I hear a lot of people say that. That's another one that needs a reboot. Oh, what is another one that needs a reboot? Let's see. Sees gun, gets scared of gun, plays gun game to not be afraid of gun. That was the best. That was the best breakdown of it I've ever seen. What do you think about I Love Amelia? I Love Amelia. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that is in reference to. I'm being a little slow with that. Dragon Ball reboot or no? That's a good question. I love Dragon Ball. I feel like Dragon Ball was really well done too. That's a good question. Yeah, actually. I feel like Dragon Ball was made deep enough in the past for a reboot to actually be well received. Because I feel like not many people who actually watch Dragon Ball Z, and even especially Dragon Ball Super, even watch Dragon Ball. Have you seen Romeo and Juliet the anime? There's a Romeo and Juliet anime? What? No way. Familia Myth? That sounds familiar. I'm not remembering what anime that's from, but that sounds very familiar. I Love Amelia was that Subaru answer Oh, yes. Yes. I do remember that. I've only seen the first. Have you seen Raka no Yusha? I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with the Japanese names. What is the American name of that anime, if you don't mind? What's my favorite short anime? I probably have to go with Erased. I feel like I haven't been moved by a short anime the way I have with Erased. Have you seen the Snow White anime? There's a Snow White anime? Cry for Happiness? Wow. Fun fact actually. Um, the animation and the movie of Snow White actually influenced Ghetto Otaku. Oh, guys, a cultured weeb is here. Go follow this man. Go follow him. Um, yeah, so a fun fact, Snow White, the animation and the movie itself was a huge influence on anime. I forgot the name of one of the first creators of anime, but he was just enormously influenced by Walt Disney. Which I always found very interesting. Oh my God, Raka no Yusha is amazing, so underrated. What is Raka no? That sounds so familiar. How did you feel about the BNHA the movie? I haven't seen it yet. You might have to take my anime card. I have not seen it yet. And any anime recommendations? Rocket Weave, it depends on what kind of shows you like. If you tell me the genre, I'll do my best to give you something that you could like. Yes! The Rock of the Braves. Yes. I love that anime. That's a very underrated anime. That's such a great mystery anime. I absolutely love it. What a genre I should. What I've only seen action and sad. What genre should you try if you only seen action and sad? Maybe sport. Sport is really good, and it incorporates those elements in it sometimes. So I'd go with sport anime. I've heard great things about Haiku. I haven't seen it yet, but I loved Hajime no Ippo. That's a great boxing anime. I've loved Megalobox. That's another great boxing anime. I like sci-fi anime. Please, recommendations. Sci-fi anime. A good sci-fi anime. I'd have to think on that. I'd have to really think on that. I need to watch it. You need to watch what, Mitsu Shogun? Oh, the movie? Yeah, me too. Do you read or own any manga? I do read manga. Not as much as I'd like. I'd love to read more. I've read Attack on Titan. I think it's called One Room, and it's a manga about a kidnapper. He kidnaps a girl that he has stalked, and you see the relationship that they develop, and you see how her life was before he kidnapped her, and she doesn't want to even go back home, and you see how he's immersed in this kind of thing and he's on the run. It's a very weird, crazy anime. Hey Aaron, what's going on? Have I watched 91 Days? Yes, I did a review on that. I love 91 Days. That's such an underrated anime. I love MHA, Fairy Tale Studio Ghibli movies, Sword Art Online, the list goes on. I also want to watch a new genre. Yeah. If you love that, then I definitely say sport animes. Sport animes usually are animated very well. They're very grounded and more realistic. So that would give you more Studio Ghibli vibes. And yeah, they have great character developments, very great character arcs. Sport anime do a great job of winning a volleyball tournament or winning a basketball game just as pressing as if you were watching an anime where the world is going to end and everyone's panicking and scared for their lives. They do an amazing job with that. Do you know any sad, heartwarming anime I should watch? Uh, hey, Kanaya, hey, what's going on? Um, do I know any sad, heartwarming anime you should watch? Oh, and guys, follow her, Kanaya. She does amazing. She's an amazing cosplayer, just a great person. Do you know any sad, heartwarming anime? Yes. Somali and the Forest Spirit is a great sad anime. It's definitely heartwarming as well. And for those of you who don't know what Somali and the Forest Spirit is about, I'm just gonna do a quick breakdown of it, just spoiler free, right? Uh, it follows a guardian. So in this world, there are very dense forests, and the forests are protected by beings known as guardians. And these guardians have a very specific level of life. And usually it's about 1,000 years. So for about 998 years, this guardian has been protecting this forest. And while walking through the forest, he stumbles across something that for the first time in over 900 years makes him leave the forest. And it's just a beautiful, touching anime. And I'm not somebody, I love action. So if it's an emotional anime, it has to be really good. And Somali and the Forest Spirit is just knocks it out of the park. Have you watched The Silent Boys? Microwaved food, yes, I have. I did a video on that too. I love A Silent Boys. That sounds really cool. I might check it. You should. You should give it a try. It's really, it's to me, it really got me, and I was shocked. I was kind of watching it just because it popped up, and I was like, oh, why not? But it shocked me how good it was. What are any animes? I'm guessing like Fairy Tail. I'd have to think on that. Fairy Tail is interesting. Have you seen Cells at Work? Me Too Shogun. Ah, I haven't. I need to. Someone told me to watch it way back, and I promised them I would, and I just have not yet. The Promised Neverland, Made in Abyss by Amir Draw. I love The Promised Neverland. I did a review of it on my page. It's incredibly done. I have not seen the other one though, and I need to. How many anime have you actually watched? That's a good question, Kraken. I get asked that a lot, and to be very honest, I really don't know. It's easily in the hundreds. I think I have about 100 anime that I feel comfortable recommending. That, even if someone watched it and they didn't connect with it, I'm like, all right, I really connect with this for certain reasons, so I could put myself on the line for 100 anime. But I've seen many anime that I did not connect with. Can you give an explanation of The Promised Neverland? Sure. Uh, so in order to not spoil it, I'm going to try to explain it like this. And have I seen another? J-Sal, yes, I have. One of the most gruesome things I've ever seen. For anyone who has watched it, you would get this reference when I say that I hate umbrellas. So I hate umbrellas now. Uh, yeah, so I guess the best non-spoiler way to explain A Promised Neverland is to say that it's told from the perspective of three orphans, and they are in an orphanage where every day their level of intellect is tested and measured. And while they're there, they see that every time a child gets a low grade or they're at the bottom of the class for that week, they end up getting adopted. And that goes under everyone's radar. That's fine. But there's one day they discover why. And the anime centers around not only why, but what do you do with this information? Who's your favorite character in Promised Neverland? Oh man. Ray. I love Ray. I think that's his name. I think I'm getting his name right. I think his name is Ray. Favorite anime if you had to pick one and we're at gunpoint. Sorry if that's not. Okay, so if there was a specific there was a specific person that would be willing to kill me over an anime recommendation, I guess I'd have to go with. That's so hard. He'd probably shoot me. He'd probably shoot me. That's so hard. I'd probably have to go with I'd have to go with Parasite Maxim. You know what? I'd go with Parasite Maxim. There it is. Parasite Maxim. I love Erased. There's so many that to me tie for first, but I'd go with Parasite Maxim just because. Thanks for not spoiling Promised Neverland. Of course. Unruly Ronin. I really hope you give it a try too if you haven't. It's really good. I do my best to really not spoil anime because I just hate when people ruin shows like that. I've been reading Demon Slayer manga. Do you recommend it to others? That is the one manga I haven't read. Unfortunately, I need to though. I definitely need to. Do you think about Isabella in The Promised Neverland? Oh, what do I think about Isabella? Um, I I feel like I feel like she's a very interesting character. I really do like her. Well, I recommend it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try that. My friend told me to watch Darling in the Franxx. Should I watch it? Ramen, that's a great question. That is the one anime I guess I've avoided for so long. I've gotten the impression that it's a romantic anime, and I'm very slow to watch romantic animes, just being very honest. So I didn't care to really see an anime that has a fusion of romance and bots. Hey, Spider God, thank you so much. Oh yeah, are we recording today? Are we recording today? Yes, Cry for Happiness. If so, hello to all future viewers on YouTube. Yes, we are. Oh wow, Yogo, thank you. I actually just finished Juni Tyson last night. I think you recommended it. I did. What did you think? Did you like it? I've gotten some hate on that one. How do you feel about Baki? Haitian creation, man. How do I feel about Baki? Um, I'm usually a stickler about. Oh, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. I'm usually a stickler about anime that are not done specifically in 2D. It takes a very special anime for me to really connect with it if it's not in the 2D format. Yeah, Juni Tyson was really, really good. Got me thinking. Right? Man, I'm so glad you liked it. Yeah, so Baki is interesting because it's drawn into 3D. And yeah, it takes something very special for me to get connected to anime that are drawn like that. That's why God Eater to me is really good. That's why Dorohedoro to me is really good. Ajin Demi-Human is really good to me. Like those are very unique, very well done anime. And the 3D doesn't hold it back. It just adds to it. But when it comes to Baki, I feel like the 3D holds it back. And I feel like the writing in it is okay. The combat in it is cool. But that's how I feel. Silent HH, how are you, man? What do you think about? Oh, guys, Silent HH has some great videos about upcoming anime. He does a great job on his channel. Go check him out. Could you tell me about God Eater, please? It sounds good. God Eater is a tough one. That's a tough one to describe. And just so you guys know, anytime what's up, man? What's up? Anytime I do an explanation, I think about it a lot because I'm trying to condense so much, just so much of what's going on in these animes into just generalized, a generalized format for about maybe what 15 seconds or something. It's really hard. Uh, so the best way for me to describe God Eater, spoiler free, would be, should I even take a crack at this? It takes place in a post-apocalyptic time, and there's these creatures essentially that have derived from this virus. And essentially, humanity is pretty much on the ropes, and it follows one of the survivors of this virus outbreak, one of the survivors of these creatures, and him joining this kind of resistance against those creatures. I guess that's the best way for me to do it spoiler free. Would you recommend Durara? You know, CJ Braz, that's a good question. I haven't personally watched Durara. That's one of the ones that I've avoided. Sad I have to go. Good night to the best anime TikToker. Keep doing what you're doing. Cry for happiness. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a great night. You won't regret Darling in the Franxx on Crunchyroll. Okay. All right, maybe I have to try it. People who ship Todoroki, Bakugo. Oh my god, people do that? Gotta go have fun with your life. Hey, Kanaya, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. Okay, what do you think about Dr. Stone? Aisha, that's a good question. What do I think about Dr. Stone? I feel like it's definitely, it's the only anime that I've ever seen that was better than anything I learned in any any science class. Spring 2020 is going to be hype as hell. What are you looking forward to? It is, man. And you brought to light some great ones coming in spring 2020. I'm probably God of High School. God of High School is such a good anime. I mean, such a good manga. So I'm excited to see how they bring that to life. But yeah, Dr. Stone is a rare anime that I feel teaches real science in such a captivating way that I've seen people actually pass science tests because they've watched Dr. Stone. I feel like I could personally make cola now or antibiotics because they show you how to do it from scratch. It's a crazy anime. Hunter x Hunter, Chimera Ant Arc, or Phantom Troop Arc. I'd have to go with Chimera Ant Arc. I feel like you can't beat oh my god, yeah, you can't beat you can't beat Gon's transformation in that arc. The transformation he does is one of the best transformations, also one of the best fights in anime, in my opinion. When is the Demon Slayer movie releasing? Interesting. It's releasing in the summer. I did not know that. How do you feel about Erased? Lil Sus, that's a good question. Erased to me is the most powerful anime I've ever watched. It's the best short anime I've ever seen. And I usually don't say that specific anime are the best, because I usually say I don't have a best, to be honest. Like just best overall. But if we're just talking about in short anime, I think that's the best anime. That's the best short anime in my opinion. Yo, I'm excited for the Demon Slayer movie. Same, man. Same. Oh my god. It's gonna be great. What do you think are some of the best written characters in anime? Fantastic. Who asked that question? J-Sal, that was a great question. Best written characters? Okay, so I might get flack for this, right? I would definitely have to say Vinland Saga, Thorfinn, one of the best written characters. The psychology that they integrate into that character and how it plays out is so well written, so well done. But I'd have to go with also Piccolo. I feel like Piccolo, also Vegeta, are some of the greatest characters ever written. And here's why, okay? And guys, just correct me if I'm wrong on this. When it comes to Piccolo, In Dragon Ball, he was known as Demon King Piccolo, and I believe he wanted to either destroy the world or conquer it, one or the other. Either way, he did not like the world, and he ended up fighting Goku and losing. And Demon King Piccolo went from that, hating Goku, wanting to kill Goku, wanting to conquer slash destroy the world, to in Dragon Ball Z, training Goku's son after Goku died, making sure that he was a good fighter, and then giving his life for his adversary's child. To go from trying to kill someone to helping raise that child and dying for that child, it's a character arc that it's so rare to find in anime. You know, that's insane. And I feel like Dragon Ball Z has many flaws, but one thing that they did really well on is just how great Vegeta, when Bulma got slapped, that moment. Yes, exactly. Vegeta too. Vegeta wanted to destroy the planet. He wanted to kill Goku, kill all the Z Warriors, kill everyone. And then he went from that to, you know, if you look at the Majin Buu saga, he went from that to, and I have an argument that Vegeta is the most noble fighter in all of Dragon Ball Z, but I'll get to that later. But when it came to Vegeta, he went from wanting to destroy the world, kill everyone, to looking at Majin Buu. Majin Buu. Looking at Majin Buu and being told by Piccolo that if he dies, gives his life in the fight with Majin Buu, he's going to go to hell. He's not going to have a body. He's going to go to hell forever. He ended up giving his life knowing that. And that kind of character arc where a villain could turn into a hero that is going to go to hell, and he's doing it for everyone that he was trying to kill years beforehand. I mean, it's like, you can't beat that because you feel the deaths don't mean anything. Really, Light Yagami is a really good written character in my opinion. Yes, Spoopy, definitely, I agree with that. Amazing character development, I agree, but I think Itachi also one of the best. Yes, J-Sal, yeah. Itachi for sure goes down. Who's your favorite JoJo and why is it Joseph Joestar? Unruly Ronin, it is not JoJo, man. It's definitely not JoJo for me. I love Polnareff. I think I'm saying his name wrong, but I loved his stand. I loved him. And also the main character from Golden Wind, I loved him. Hunter x Hunter, you think about Phaeton battle in Antark? Who is Phaeton? I'm so sorry, Amir. Who is Phaeton? I've never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Spoopy, in my opinion, it gets a lot of flack, but I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And that greatly affects DBZ because you don't feel an impact when they die. I can see how people feel that way. People die frequently in Dragon Ball Z, so you never feel like it's final. You're like, okay, Goku's dead. We're gonna see him in the afterlife, and he's gonna come back. So I can understand that. Phaeton's fight is crazy in Hunter x Hunter. Which one is Phaeton is the god dude? And yes, that was good. Have you seen Case Closed? It's a very old anime, but so amazing and exciting. Aisha, I have seen Case Closed. My brother is obsessed with Case Closed. Oh wow, guys, I didn't even. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to go in a couple minutes. Is this going on YouTube? Can't make this one. Christian Murray, yes, it's going on YouTube. I'm screen recording it right now. You'll definitely be able to catch it, and it's no worries. It's no worries at all. But yeah, guys, it's 9. I love this. I didn't even feel the time go by. So tell me, did you guys like this live? What were your thoughts on this? So 3:30 on One Piece. Should I keep going or take a shortcut? The website One Page skips all the fillers. That's true. The website One Page skips all the fillers. Yes, thank you, Microwave Food. Thank you to answer the question. You catch up really fast. This has been really fun. Ah, Spoopy, thanks. Live was great. Goku will clap when watching. Okay, okay. Great live. Thank you, Yo Yogo. I loved even if you didn't get to me when you had. Oh, I'm so sorry, Microwaved Food. I'm so sorry if I missed your questions. That I missed your questions. My first gift. Oh wow, I'm touched, man. Loving the live. Please do it more often. Unruly Ronin. I think. Oh, so guys, I think I should end on this note. So I'm thinking. I've been seeing a lot of creators do this where they sleep on a live and they gain thousands of followers or anything like that. But instead of doing that, I wanted to do a massive live where from morning to night, I try to stay on and just literally answer every question I've ever gotten on this channel and any questions you guys have. So would that be a good idea for you guys? Would you be up for something like that? Have I heard of Jujutsu Kaisen? No. No. Yes. Yeah. Yes, you should. Wow. All day? Okay. Yes. Wow. It would be nice. I would watch that live all day. Oh, yeah, that would be great. I felt like I could really connect on this live. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Godfather. This is my first live because I'm a new fan and I honestly loved it. Aisha, that's so great. I'm so glad to hear that. Really good manga. I'd probably try staying with you, but probably won't. Yeah, it's all day. I expect literally, even when it comes to lives like this, I don't expect anyone to stay the whole hour. Your lives are great. Microwave Food, thank you. Could be exhausting, but yes, I think I want to try it. I'm going to try it, guys. And thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you.